That day again, that time again. Do these things kind of bleed into each other year by year, or does this one feel different this year?
Nah, it's the same every year. But I think this year maybe is a little more organized. They had, older guys come earlier, so we're done earlier. And then the young guys come later, so they're here later. They don't know any better. So this year feels a little bit better for me.
But the feel of camp now, you've been around, you've played in some of the pickup games. I saw you one day and looked really, really sharp and really good. And everybody seemed to step it up when you got there. It was kind of like big kids on campus now. We got to step up our game.
That was fun. I definitely my first time seeing, a Lopez and T-Rob in person, and they, did not disappoint. Both guys. Well, T-Rob wasn't that day, but I played with, both of those guys, and they both, look really good. They're gonna make us better, and I just like his Lopez size. The way he, tries to control the middle, block shots, rebound, and he even can score down there.
And JJ did what he could last year, but was obviously an undersized center. And
Yeah.
watching Robin now and watching him even in the pickup games, to think what that'll do for you, that's huge.
Yeah, and then Robin has a different mindset. I love playing with JJ, but it was other things going on, with him. Robin just wants to play basketball, and he wants to win, and that's going to be fun for me to not have someone out there with other motives. That's personal. I feel like it's going to be more fun because he wants to win games. He loves playing basketball, and he wants to have my back, have Damian back, and I think this, it'll be better for us because then we can focus on doing other things now.
And you've played with rim protectors. What does it mean to have? Well, but what does it mean to have a rim protector on the other block?
Yeah, knock on wood, we don't have any here. Knock on wood, this will be a full season with, a dominant, a rim protector that's, that I can try to grow with, and I think him and I together, along with Nick, we should, block shots and, control the actual paint better, because I blocked shots last year, but Hickson didn't, so it was kind of washed away. But if Lopez blocks, a 2 to 3, and then I block 1 to 2, then that's pretty good.
And it seems like this year, as a result of some of Neil's moves, and with you in the back of his mind all of the time, seems like you'll get some one-on-one basketball this year because you can't leave anybody on the perimeter because they can all shoot it.
Yeah, when he came in, Neil, and he told me that we had guys that weren't bad people, but just wasn't fit to be with this team. He said, give me 1 year to make some changes, and then he's came with it this summer. He's brought in shooter after shooter. He brought in guys that can make plays. Bringing in Mo, drafting CJ. So. I think he's definitely improved our, offensive, ability, and then bringing in T-Rob and then bringing in Lopez, makes us better defensively too.
And those guys on the perimeter will benefit from obviously your presence on the block, and then the importance that we saw last year of having a point guard who you can't back off on either. And not only do you have that in Dame, which we know that you do, but in Mo and CJ as well. All of these guys kind of fit the mold of being a guy you can't back off on. And if you're in the interior, it seems like it makes life so much easier on you.
It does because, they can't sag in on me as much. They can't double me as much or be in my lap. And if they do, then I pass it. And, those guys, I make the read. So I feel like that's going to be big for me because, hopefully teams, will be scared to double. But if they do, then, Mo should make them pay. Dame will make them pay. Those guys, should knock down shots.
And you're deeper, obviously. You have bench help. And Damian's not going to have to lead the NBA in minutes, and it seems like you'll get some help in that regard where you won't have to play as many minutes.
I don't mind playing minutes just to go on the record. Just go on record. I didn't complain about minutes last year at all, so just so everybody knows that.
But maybe more positive from a team aspect in keeping you guys more fresh.
Exactly. I agree with that, but I did not complain one time about minutes last year.
I take it you've been asked about that today.
A lot, yeah, and I've never complained about it.
Goals. Is it way too early to talk about goals, team goals? I mean, some of the guys say it is, but there are the obvious, the umbrella goal of playoffs. But what you've been there, and you've been around here long enough now. You're kind of the old guy around here. What are your goals?
For me, I think it's not too early, but I don't want to go playoffs. I want to just start with camp. I think the first goal is to get in camp and get everybody with the same mindset that we're going to play defense first and play offense second, and we're going to go hard every play, and we're going to change kind of this taste that we had, in our mouth last year. I feel like we have the team to really, change this thing around and be dominant this year. Myself, Lopez, and Nick, that's a big lineup. So I feel like, if we all come in, with this mindset that we're gonna, work hard every day, get better every day, and then try to build this, a winning brand, then I feel like playoffs, should be easy.